Today takes a very unexpected turn when a phone call changes all of our plans, takes us off the farm. I think we're lost again. And gives us a glimpse of something truly incredible.
You see an arch?
Straight to it this morning, guys. We've got Agostinho back today. We're still figuring out what we're going to do with him and what project is going to take priority. There's a few issues looming which we need to address. But anyway, Crusoe's delighted because he's hanging out with Agostinho. We've had João here this morning because he's taking some very important parts of the farm with him to his farm. And let's just get things underway, shall we?
Good morning, good morning. Olá, Marcus. Bom dia, tudo bem? Tudo. We'll let Marcus put that stone in place and then I'll have a chat with him. It's been a busy morning already this morning. João's been around. He's taken away both of the water tanks from the Knot garage, which is great for us. It clears a whole bunch of space, but I know he's got use for them. He's also come and taken a whole bunch of these L-shaped brackets, these concrete brackets. You see them all over the farms in this part of Portugal. It's for growing the grapevines up and over. João is a lot more of a farmer than we are, so he's going to get a lot more use out of them. Marcus. See now? Let's go look. Okay.
Bom dia, Marcus.
Okay. Marcus is coming in and having a look.
Intruders in the house, I'll be right back.
See?
Out,
Yeah,
chickens.
Okay.
I think he's saying there's a special kind of stone. We get it delivered right here.
Okay. All right, that's a really interesting start to the day. So just talking to Marcus about the order of projects that we've got coming along. What comes first and why? So obviously getting a wall up against the tree right here is quite imperative that we do that very quickly because we want to look after the roots. It's coming into that very dry, hot season that Portugal often gets, and so we want to protect the roots of that tree. We want to make sure that tree's very happy. We have piled a whole bunch of soil up against it to look after it for now, but we do want to get a more permanent solution put in place as quickly as possible. For today, we're going to use the stone that we've got down here. We're going to carry on building the wall. Then the next project will be the retaining wall up against the tree here. After we've got that retaining wall in, we can start working on ideas for that space, permeable ideas for that space, so that when it rains, that water goes through into the ground. We've got a few ideas in our heads at the moment, but of course, after we've got that retaining wall in, we can sort of slow down on that project and just have a good old think about what we want to do there. And then after that, we're going to do the fireplace.
So really the issue we have at the moment is that Marcus is only one person and he can't be everywhere at once. There's huge pressure on the entire schedule of the build for Marcus to finish pointing the house. Now he's literally got this facade behind me, which is the one overlooking the driveway, to finish, as well as a little bit on that front kind of tower at the, on the front of the house, around the front of these steps that I'm standing on, and a little bit around the kind of cellar area of the house. And that's it, he's done. So he's really close. I think by the end of this week, middle of next week, the pointing is done, which then means we can sandblast, we can get the windows in, we can move on to getting the underfloor heating in, the floors down, etc. But we also really need to carry on with projects outside. We need this wall to be finished so that we can start cleaning up the driveway, fixing the driveway, making room for the next stage of the build. And also, we're very concerned about that tree in our courtyard, not because there's any reason right now to be concerned, but just because we're conscious that the more disturbance around that tree, the more chance there is that we lose it. And that tree is the centre of our courtyard. It's everything to that courtyard. It's our shade in the summer. It's such a huge feature and we just don't want to lose it. So the ideal scenario would be that we secured those roots now and we didn't touch them again. But Marcus has quite rightly said, we've got the tractor here, the stone is here. If you're wanting to build a wall there, you should get proper stone for that project delivered in situ so that everything's much easier. So we're just figuring out the juggle of all of the things that need to get done and the fact that the only person that can really do all of those things is Marcus. Right, so let's give you a little update of what's going on inside the house, because it has been a while since we filmed here, because we have all kind of been poised, waiting for the pointing to finish. But we should actually be going to the factory this week to see the windows.
Yeah, we should, yeah. But I think tomorrow or the next day,
Yeah.
depends on Crusoe's passport.
Yeah, we also got to go to Lisbon to get Crusoe's passport renewed, so we've got a bit of a juggle going on. But the guys in here have been doing all sorts of things. The other day, Daniel and I don't know the other guy's name, but anyway, the other day they were putting in the sill on this arched window, which is enormous. It's literally like that wide, and that looks beautiful in place. They're obviously protecting them all so that none of them get chipped and scuffed and what have you. But they're also building in the lintels of the window frames, and they are putting in the finish on the concrete frames of the windows.
Ready for the final render,
Ready for the final render. And for the windows
or tiles,
to come
depending
in.
on what we go with.
Yeah, it's kind of been the guys pushing really hard inside while Marcus is pointing, so that we are ready. Like as soon as this building is ready, the windows can just arrive and they can just be installed. And what's really, really cool is that this arched window is going to be built in situ. It's not being built at the factory and then being moved in. It's going to be built in situ. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that, because that's going to be such a cool process to watch. I can't wait. What's also really nice is that they're taking away all of these temporary plastic windows. They've done the sills for the bay window, which I know Daniel had a bit of a headache over. He had to take this out and put it back in again about 4 times, which was frustrating for him. But anyway, it's in now, and that's great. They all fit perfectly. This is all done, and without the knock garage there, we can see right the way through to the biopool from here. Isn't that
We
cool?
can, yeah. Hang on, I'm trying to zoom in. There we go, got it.
Got it. See the biopool? Okay, all right, we'll come water the pumpkins in a second. We planted some pumpkins yesterday, so we've got to go water them because apparently they're dying. But I haven't been upstairs, so we can pop upstairs quickly and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And a reminder, everybody, that stone fireplace that John's been talking about with Marcus is going here. So picture, big stone fireplace all the way up, and a stone wall that then wraps all the way around here to the door that goes to the courtyard. And we're going to try and use the cherry wood from the cherry tree we cut down outside to make a mantle for that. So I think we're just kind of ticking off each window, isn't it? Like that one's done, that's ready, that one's done, that's ready, that one's done, that's ready. Yeah, so upstairs it's just been much of the same. It's kind of windowsills, window edges, getting everything ready. They've got to do the lintels in here. We've got 2 extra guys on site, so we've kind of beefed up the team a bit just to try and push things forward. Yeah, we're a bit behind, to be honest. I think we're probably 3-4 weeks behind where we'd like to be, aren't we, love?
Yeah.
So, yeah, pressure's on. Everybody's really trying to put pedal to the metal and get things going.
Exactly.
Oh, man, it is so nice being able to see out these windows. From up here, I can see the bees, I can see the roof, and in the top of this cork oak, there's a whole load of little birds eating flowers.
This is my new robot lawnmower, and it's got a home down here next to the biopool. It's the Antbot M9, and it's a pretty nifty piece of kit. So I've put my pipe in and I've put my cable into the ground, and then I thought, well, now is the time to mow what was a fairly tall lawn. Grass was getting out of control. So I set up the Antbot, and setup is super quick. It took around about 10 minutes. What I've really loved about setting up the Antbot is how easy it was. Straight out of the box, you're using your phone kind of like a game controller to map out the edges of the lawn, and as soon as that's been mapped out, the RTK satellite navigation system is taking over and making sure that the robot lawnmower, the Antbot, stays within that perimeter, mowing perfectly straight lines backwards and forwards, even up large inclines. I've got lines on my lawn at the biopool. It's got 4G as well as Wi-Fi connection. So the 4G does come straight out of the box ready to go, and it's actually free for you for 3 months, for the first 3 months of mowing. Like I say, things like that just make setup super easy and less frustrating than it could be with new technology, especially if you've never done it before. That 4G basically means it doesn't matter whether your garden's absolutely massive and the Wi-Fi is only reaching to the end of your patio or your veranda, the 4G connection on the Antbot is going to make sure it's controlled via your app anywhere on your lawn. So all of this is controlled really easily on my handy app. I've mapped out what is a fairly complicated looking lawn. I can also control all sorts of things that you'd expect to be able to do from the app. For example, the mowing height. 150 square meters in an hour, that's super fast, means my battery's going to last longer. It also means I can think about mowing at least 2 to 3 times a week. And with a lawn like this, the more often I mow it, the better it's going to look. In fact, I think I'll just schedule that on the app right now. It's a smaller robot than other ones that I've tested in the past, which means that it can fit into tighter and narrower gaps. It's got excellent obstacle avoidance, which means it goes around the trees that I've planted back here super easily, and I don't have to worry about it mowing down anything I don't want it to mow down, especially since we've got a biopool right there, an electric robot right there, facing off against each other. We definitely don't want the robot taking a swim. So one of the things I do worry a lot about with robot lawnmowers is whether Crusoe and Sawyer are playing down here, it's going to go and run their feet over. Good news is, that's not going to happen. Obstacle detection on this robot is next level. Okay, fellas, if you want to get your hands on an Antbot M9 or any of their series of robot lawnmowers, feel free to click on the link in the description below. They've got a whole range and they're a really great price point too. Link in the description below. Have a look around. You might just find something you like the look of. We've definitely got two paces of work here at the moment. I can see Agostinho is really really keen to motor along and just, you know, and Marcus is very fastidious with his work, very precise, and so you know, is making sure every single stone is in the right place. Very ugly, very ugly, very ugly. I put that stone in.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, love, that's just been evicted.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Muito feio.
Muito
Very
feio.
ugly.
Very ugly, yeah.
Oh, he's even taken a thing to it. Come here, Sawyer. Just quick, buddy.
There we go, Marcus has just chipped off a few bits of that stone and putting it back into place. It's the right stone for that spot, but just wasn't quite sitting flat enough. So we've got a plan here to put little steps up the side and have a gate at the top so that there's nice easy access like the old steps that we used to have that were made out of wood. But I want them to be really subtle, you know, not like these are steps, grand steps like we've got in different parts of the farm. Nice, subtle, small.
They're actually kind of a traditional step system. I don't know if it's just Portugal, it's probably not. I think no, it can't be. It must be anywhere where we've got stone terraces. They have like a little stone that sticks out of the terrace and goes up in a staircase, and it's just part of the wall. And we actually haven't got any on this farm, but I've got friends nearby who've got a farm with beautiful terraces, and up all of their terraces, along the side of them, are these little kind of rocks that jut out of the terrace to create a staircase so that you can get up and down the steps. And I think, if I'm not wrong, Brady and Heather from Raising Voyagers have got the same on their place in Italy. So it's a very traditional way of putting steps into a terrace, and hopefully they look really, really nice once they're in place and just make getting around this place a little bit easier.
Nice. Step number 3.
Looks so cool, eh? All right, guys, this is getting exciting. There are exciting phone calls happening all over the place.
Okay, so we'll be there around about 2 o'clock. Okay, that's good news. So we can go and have a look at the windows this afternoon.
No ways!
At 2 o'clock and see how they're getting on with those, because it will be really soon that we're going to be putting them in place.
That's mega, love.
Yeah, it is mega.
Really, really cool. So we'll take you guys along for that.
Okay, that's another step going in. Brilliant, they look fab, don't they? Really pleased with those. Or you know when it's getting close to being summer. Marcus has got his hat on. Okay, so we are just about to go and jump in the car and head off to our window manufacturer. I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay, shh. Boys are asleep in the back.
The boys are fast asleep in the back of the car, so you've got to be a bit quiet. We had a late night.
They did.
We went over to the Scotters.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
And it was super, super fun. We had such a lovely time.
a lot of fun. But the boys had a late night and they've
did.
got a hangover.
Yeah.
So
So blame the Scotters for the fact our children are fast asleep. Anyway, we are on our way to go and see our windows. I don't know if the windows are actually completed or they're just cutting the aluminium. I think they're just cutting the aluminium.
I think they've probably finished a couple of them, so
Is
we'll get
it?
to see them, yeah. All the way through our project, the entire house build, we've employed local contractors, local people and local companies. And for me, that's really, really important. And this is a high-end, shall we say, local window manufacturer. Excited to see what they've got and what they've come up with. Certainly, they are fairly expensive windows, let's put it like that.
Was it? I think we're lost again. Oh, I'm glad you know where you were going. Yeah, oh, there we go. I knew it was this funny little road.
There we go.
Good work.
We've called in advance and we've told them that we are coming, so...
Marco Steel. Here we go.
Marco Steel is the name of the company.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. How exciting.
Very. They're just waking up. Hola, hola. How are you doing, Mario?
I'm fine.
You're good? Great. How are our windows looking?
Oh,
It's
amazing.
Are they there, are they? Great, let's go and have a look. Hey, boys, the windows are there, dudes.
Yay!
Come on.
Hi, Mario. How you doing? Oh, wow. Yeah, good job. High fives. Good work.
I see an arch.
You see an arch? Yeah, me too. Is that ours, do you think? That's cool, man.
This glasses for you.
This is our glass. I love it. Look at that. So this is come from the house, is it? And that's it. That's our arch windows. So
Look
cool.
at this.
I love it. Look at that, dude. And that's the inside of the arch window. Because do you know what just happened? Mario's just said, "Yeah, that's your piece of glass," and I've looked at it and gone, "Ooh."
It's a bit small.
The arch is a bit bigger than that. But that's the inside of the arch.
There's our arched window.
That's so cool. So, has it been difficult to bend it to get the right shape?
For us,
No problem. Because I was like, gosh, this must be really difficult to
Good
get
answer,
it right.
Mario. Good answer.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love the colour.
So we had a choice of, I don't know, what was it, a lot of different colours.
So many
And
different
when
colours.
you're faced with, that's all our windows, yeah. Cool, look at that,
That's it.
boys. When you're faced with so much choice in terms of colour, it's difficult to know whether you're going to get it right or not, isn't it? But We wanted really earthy colours and nice tones. In the stone house we've got black, haven't we? Black windows, grey, very grey, black colours. But for the main house we've gone with brown.
Side bits are going in. So we went with a design that's got this middle arch, and then it's got kind of almost like sun rays around it. And they're building it.
I am beyond excited to see that window go into place, aren't you?
So excited.
It's
Do you know, it's
exactly.
funny, we've been talking about windows, and you kind of know it's going to be a big step, but seeing this makes it feel so real.
And this window here is exactly how I'd imagined it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not the way people were.
Bit by bit, look at that. Literally putting the glass in now.
No!
Yes. Look at how thick that glass is.
I'm literally giddy with excitement, aren't you?
Yeah, I got to put you down, buddy, because I'm excited. I want to watch. Blimey, this is going to be a heavy, heavy window. That one pane of window there is 15 kilos.
No.
Yeah. Oh, buddy, not feeling well today. Hey, have you got a hangover?
So he's got a horrible cough as well. Little sausage.
So there's 3 pieces of glass there, is that right?
Yeah.
One of the glasses is laminated together, stuck together, and then there's an air gap, and then there's a third piece of glass. And that piece of glass is basically protecting from, is it UV rays or UV?
Rays,
So if you imagine you've got a window, and then the sun is up here, it's bright sun, it's burning down on the glass. So the first pane of glass, which is why our friend here is making sure he's got the panels the right way round. The first pane of glass is bouncing the UV rays and the sunlight off of it. Then we've got an air gap, an insulating air gap, and then we've got a double laminated piece of glass on the other side. And what's that for? Security. Yeah, to make sure it's hard and strong. So all in all, pretty amazing windows.
All right, folks, the next time you guys see that window, we're all going to be a bit stressed because it's going to be coming down the driveway and it's going to be being put into place, and I imagine that that's probably going to be quite tense.
You want to watch the machine cut? Come around here, Chris. Oh, wow!
Holy moly.
That end.
Oh, is it going to come out that way?
And that
That is nuts, isn't it?
just like that.
Wow. That's incredible. Wow. Perfecto. So these are all of our pieces for our sliding windows, the ones that slide open. We've also gone for bifold doors on the veranda, and then the others are all just fixed open fully windows. Honestly, you guys, this is giving me goosebumps. Like, this is something that you think you know what it's gonna feel like when your windows come. You think like, yeah, it'd be nice if windows will come. But no, this is just so much more, because once the windows are in, it's going to feel like a proper home. It's going to feel like we're actually getting places. It's going to feel like we can start creating a proper house, you know? Oh my gosh, it's going to be epic. I cannot wait. So we've caught the guys at the early stages of this window production. They've started cutting all of the aluminium, all of the glass has arrived for them to build the windows. From this point, it's going to take about 15 days for them to assemble all of the windows and doors, and then they'll be ready to come on site. 2 weeks. 2 weeks time.
Great.
Oh my gosh, how exciting.
I'm looking at the amount of yellow that's in front of me at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Anyone would think that we were like this never happens.
Your
We're
cry for
so
help.
Coordinated. Yes, my cry for help, everybody. This is my yellow tile.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm so pleased with that, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see them in place.
I know, 2 weeks feels like a really
2
long
weeks
time.
does feel like work. Let's go on holiday.
Yeah, come back. Come back in
back.
time for the windows. Don't
Yeah,
think about it.
lots to do though, isn't
Or
there?
how nerve-wracking is it going to be when that truck comes down the hill?
Yeah, yeah.
I've watched people on grand designs and stuff being like, oh, the windows. 2 weeks.
This is our grand design, darling.
It is our grand design, isn't it? I'm so glad we could come out this afternoon to see it all, because it does feel really amazing to be here with the guys at the start of it, you know. All right, well, we've seen the windows sort of being made, starting to be made. We're just going to head upstairs quickly to the office. Mario wants to show us a little bit about how they're made before they even get to this stage, and also just go through the plans one last time and see everything as it's planned to be.
Yeah, make sure we've got the measurements right.
Yeah, exactly.
And the choices
no, the
for
measurements
window.
are not up to me. Those I've left
That's it.
entirely up to those that know way more about that stuff than we do.
Yeah,
So excited. Come on then, let's go and have a look, and then we can leave these lovely people to get on with their day.
let's do it.
These are the bay windows.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sliding door onto the courtyard.
Onto the courtyard.
Yeah,
Wow, really?
yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
Tell how much I concentrated. I think I was sick when we came here last time. I was just like, yeah, Mario's fine, just looks fine. Okay, so sliding doors onto the courtyard, sliding doors onto the bedroom. Okay, I'm standing top.
I love how you just said, that all looks fine.
That looks great.
Yeah.
I'll have it. I'll take it.
Yeah, we only bought
It's a
them
deal.
6 months ago.
Right, very happy, very excited.
Yeah, me too.
How do we make the next 2 weeks go faster?
Isn't it?
This is one window. Okay.
Yeah. That's our kitchen window.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty complicated, isn't it? Very. Look at that. Wow. Why is it so complicated? Is that for insulation, is it? So in the middle of the profiles, the aluminium profiles, there's insulation. When your house is signed off, it's not just signed off to say, okay, the house is safe. It's also given an energy certificate nowadays. And what we're aiming for with our house is the highest possible energy certificate that we can get. And having insulated glass like this and insulated window frames is going to help us get that higher level. So this is all very technical stuff. The last house that I built that had windows in that I had to measure, we bought the windows first and then put the bricks up around the outside of it. So.
It's foolproof. Because I am glad I haven't done the measurements.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay,
Very good. Muito bom.
obrigado.
Obrigado, Mario.
We'll
Thank
be
you.
back next week, hey?
We will.
Watch them building your
Have a
windows.
look. Another look.
Can't wait.
Okay, so yesterday we got back from the windows, visiting the windows, and Marcus and Agostinho had been super busy with the wall. Agostinho isn't here today. He's going to be coming back a little bit later on in the week. But have a look at this. We've got this wonderful staircase coming up from the driveway. It's kind of the plan for it is to be a little bit of a secret staircase coming up to a gate in the hedge that we planted here a couple of years ago now, but it's doing very, very well. I'd say another year or so and this hedge will be overhead height, so it'll be really, really cool. How are they? Are they good? All right, big steps. That stone's been there for about 1 billion years, and we're taking it out. Good. There we go. That stone there, as beautiful as it was in the location that it's in, is just a bit too short. So my vision for this space is to have 2 gate posts about this high, made from stone. One here, where we've just taken that one out of, up against that stone wall, and then one on this side that the hedge that we planted a couple of years ago will come up against. The plan for this hedge is that it's going to be this high, properly high, just to give that privacy. So we want the gate to be as high. We don't want the hedge to come to here and then have a gate that's this low so that people can look over the top of it. So putting in 2 huge gate posts and then growing stuff up and over the top of it. That's the plan.
I didn't know that was the plan.
Yeah, well, it's been the plan pretty much all along. This is a project that started over 2 years ago with the planting of this hedge. It's all those very small moves. It's like playing chess, isn't it, really? All of those very small moves, they all start to add up, and then eventually somebody's knocking the head off the king or the queen. Watch out for the string.
Okay.
So this whole area here,
This is my first voyage down these stairs.
is it okay? And these are the very discreet steps. I'd imagine.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a nice way to make a wall more interesting. So what we're going to do is, left over from that very first stone delivery that we didn't want to build the house out of, we've got this ginormous rock. There's your gate posts.
Nice.
We're just going to try very hard to crack it in half.
Okay.
And then we've got the 2 gate posts about the right size for the gate. But Agostinho, the tractor driver, isn't here today. So we'll have to wait a little bit to continue that project because nobody's lifting that piece of granite up.
Well, that's been a lot going on, hasn't it? We've seen our windows, we've built a staircase. We've discovered that John's full of ideas that I don't even know about. So, you know, what's not to love? Thank you for spending your time with us, guys. It means a lot. We'd love to hear what you think of the windows, what you think of the stairs. Let us know in the comments below. And while you're down there, please make sure you are subscribed to our channel. It would really help us grow this space and keep doing what we're doing. And for that, we are eternally grateful. We'll see you guys next time. We've got a really special surprise. I think it's not confirmed 100%, but I think we might be going off the farm and driving 2 hours south to meet some very special people who may create something pretty extraordinary for this house.
Yeah,
So
they've worked with kings and queens, I think.
Indeed.
Royal families.
So don't miss it. We can't wait. Hopefully it comes off. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Ciao for now.